This lot was settled by a fellow named Laird, and he stayed here till the early 1900s. And a fellow named, and he sold lots off to make a village. And the fellow named Bremner, William Bremner, came from a farm down on the Nottawasaga. And he, when Palmer sold the land, I think he bought 50 acres. And Palmer had 3 sons that he put them through for doctors. And he decided that the Minnesota needed a doctor. And he built the house next door here, where Thu's are, and the son set up a medical practice.
Okay.
And during the time he was here, he married, or he may have been married before he set up here, and his wife died.
Right.
So he decided by then Menacing was too small for a doctor. And the next thing we heard about him was, I think he went to New York City and he married an American. And I don't know what happened after that.
Gotcha. So your family bought it from him?
No, my family bought it from,
Laird?
no,
Bremner. I'm getting myself
Laird didn't
confused.
settle this, did he?
Hmm?
Laird didn't settle this.
No, did I say no?
You said Laird, yeah.
Oh, it should be Palmer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I made a mistake.
No, that's okay.
Laird was.
But nobody would have known, Alan, if you made the mistake.
No, I know, except I said that Laird was the first postmaster,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
he caught me there.
Gotcha.
Better stay.
Yeah, gotcha.
And I don't know what happened, Palmer. He must have left Menacing.
Right. And this home was not bricked at the time.
No, it was a shiplap.
Right.
And Bremner jacked it up and bricked it and put the veranda on.
Okay.
And we have a woodshed behind Dad. Dad built the woodshed in about 1932. I was 6 or 7. And he also built the we call it the garage behind us.
Right.
And he built it for us to have a car and a cutter and a place for a team of horses and a place for chickens.
Got it. And I know you have a garden.
No.
Not anymore?
No.
No.
This year is the first year or
Yeah.
Second year.
second year?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you had something going last year.
No, we had tomatoes put in pails.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's the first. My dad always had a big garden.
Right. Yeah.
We can't look after it anymore.
Right. Yeah.
You gotta pay for hire it done.
Yeah.
You're much better off buying
hear
it
ya.
at the grocery store.
Good point. Very good point. So the other thing I wanted to know a little bit about is your dad and his history in terms of working. He was an entrepreneur, right? He did. He had a little business down the
Yeah.
way here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
When my dad was 15, he was one of 4 boys and a girl, and the dad had died, and the oldest boy got the bigger farm, and the youngest boy got the smallest farm, and the other got $200.
okay.
And before they were through, it had evened up and gone the other way.
Oh, got it. Right.
Yeah.
Right. But what did he do work-wise down here?
You mean in the factory?
Yes.
We made meat baskets.
So explain a meat basket.
A meat basket,
Pauline, go to the woodshed and get the meat.
yeah. A meat basket was something that packing houses would ship their meat from them to the stores.
Okay.
And they had to be strong because they put 100 pounds of meat in.
Right.
And a fellow named Ward came to Minnesing and started it. He started it in an old wagon factory. And the power we used to drive the machinery was
Steam?
steam power. And we also needed the steam in the wintertime especially to soak the logs to take the frost out of the trees. You mightn't think frost would go into the trees, but it does.
Really?
Yeah.
All the way through?
All the way through.
And all the way up?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we cut them into 4-foot blocks, and you never saw one of them.
No, I've never seen one of these.
No.
So this was actually built in the factory.
In the factory.
So this is how old now?
Oh, it closed in 54. I don't know how old that one is, but it closed in 54, the factory closed?
54. So you're...
Very interesting. So they used to carry the meat in this.
We used to put handles on too.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
And that was my first job, was to put the handles in the wire.
Wow. Engineer's work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that
every
something?
baby in Minnesing
Slept in
was
one.
slept
Oh,
in one.
is that right?
You made
eh?
a bassinet out of them. You put a pillow in the bottom and put frills around the outside and
Wow.
decorated
To the
it.
picnic.
Isn't that something? So you actually had two uses for it. So did people buy them as well?
No,
For?
Grandpa just gave them away.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Wow. Thank you very much.
yeah.
Yeah.
We have a film of Alan and his dad's making baskets.
Is that right?
And you'll see it if you go to the museum. They have a tape on it,
Yeah.
a DVD
Wow.
of him making the baskets. He and his dad.
But nothing to do with the veneer. But that would
But all
hold
our kids
100
were in one
pounds
of
of meat.
those.
No problem.
No.
Brittle
And that's all one
Right,
man.
Yeah.
They wouldn't allow a man to carry lift 100 pounds now, would they?
No. No.
But at that
You'd
time
have compensation and all sorts of work gear on, and
they would. Yeah.
right? No question about that one. And you had shared with me why the business ceased
Oh,
to
yeah.
exist.
Cardboard cartons put us out of business.
Right.
They were cheaper to make, and also they were more sanitary.
Right.
And you can't fight that.
No. Right on.
Yeah. And we found after the Second World War, every year business got less.
Right. And that happens.
Oh,
Yeah.
nothing stays the same.
No. Isn't it?
And
You
we-
would know that, both of you, better than most, eh?
Yes.
What you've seen over the years, not only locally, but things that have changed, like,
And that's when Alan went farming.
Right.
After the back.
oh, is that
after the
right?
factory closed.
And you guys had land at that time.
Yeah, my dad owned 3 farms
Right.
at that time.
Right.
And well, of course he didn't. Your dad didn't farm.
No, he tried farming.
He wasn't so good?
Not so good. He was running the factory.
Right. Yeah.
And doing a good job of that.
Right.
And this other was a headache.
Right. Yeah. I get that. Now, Alan, you had shared with me one time about my own home across the road from yours here, that they moved it from its original location.
They tore it down.
Tore it down. Like
down.
brick by brick.
That's right.
And then put it on a buggy or a cart or
Yeah, it'd be a truck by
a
then.
truck by then. So what year would that have been? Do you know roughly?
I think it was before the war. It would be about 1939 or 38, 37, in that area.
Took it down, brought it to this location,
And put it back.
and then
up.
put it back up.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Was it brick then?
Yeah, it had been brick. Now, I don't know whether they made it exactly the same size. I don't know.
Right,
that. It
right.
could have been made smaller
Oh, interesting. Okay.
because you're bound to have
Loss.
loss.
Yeah. Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bizarre story. When you told me, I thought, wow, why not just leave it there and get some new brick and put it up? But I guess things weren't so readily available at the time.
Yeah, my dad had a fire, and he bought one of the Baptist churches and had it moved, but not torn down. It was wooden.
And they lifted the whole thing and then moved it, or took it apart?
No, they moved it.
Wow,
Yeah, they didn't tear it apart.
interesting.
And then built around it.